Happy weekend, everyone. Good afternoon and happy weekend to you all. Hope you're all doing well. Okay, let me just. Since we're still, I'm going to wait and allow some people to come in before we start. I really want it to be a very interactive section today because, in one way or the other, we might have gone into this category or experienced this in the past. Reduce the music, seems to be too loud. I better take a jacket. muted myself. I really from here. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And how is it doing as well? Just a minute, please. I wanted to make a screen for this thing. Hello, host. Happy weekend. Happy weekend to you too. I hope it's much better. Sometimes when I want to share myself out on Goroscon, I'll be looking for myself. Forgetting that I need to go to hop there to my home. Exactly. I'll be looking for myself. Okay, I think I found this now. Angelic Warrior 37, aka Mrs. That name is that name alone. You're welcome. God bless you. Thanks for coming. You're welcome, Angelic Warrior 37. I guess you're new here. Thanks for coming. We do appreciate you. Thanks for coming in once again. And please let me know where you're joining us from. Please join me. Left a like. Thank you for the like. I do appreciate that. Let me make a short video clip in case I'm going to step out for. Where's this thing going on? You're welcome once again. Juliet, hi, how are you? Good afternoon. How are you doing? How is your hand? How is the weekend going? Thank you for coming. Juliet, USNJ, thank you. You're welcome once again. Angelic Warrior 37, aka Mrs. M with the ring and crown, the queen. Are you a content creator, if I may ask, please? Haley, Angelic, I'm fine and everything is fine. Thank God for that. Thank God. Okay, so if you guys are responding and the live stream is telling me there's no one online, it's showing 0. So I don't know. I think it's their network over there. Okay. So let me send this to my. What I want us to discuss today actually meant to draft some things down, but I'm sure we're going to flow. And it is something that we've all been, in one way or the other, experienced. Don't share. Stop it. We've all kind of experienced this while we were growing up. Some children are still experiencing that at the moment. So it is something we all have to kind of have one or two inputs in. And some people will say they are sent, they are coming to drop their sent. So please feel free to drop your send. I'm gonna drop the link if anyone wants to co-host with me. Auntie Olufunke, I don't know if you're home, if the children will allow you to join me. Tell those children I'm coming to tell them that I'm taking a space in your I'm taking one slot in your corner in your house. So they know that with aunties online. It's my book. I need to jot some things down. I usually forget. Sometimes I have inspiration to jot something. I'll just put that here. Chi Unwan TV, you're welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Let me pin the link in case anybody is free to help to join me. Chi Unwa, you're welcome once again. How is the weekend going over there? How is the family doing? I appreciate you guys for coming early as well. Let me be sure I set the reminder for the like. And guys, please don't forget to like the stream. Most times the what's it called? The poll doesn't really rhyme with the actual likes. Please help us to like the live stream. And it's free to like the live stream. I sometimes think maybe people think they will have to pay or they will deduct something from their account. Maybe that's why they just decide not to click the like button. If you click the like button, it's quite free. They will take nothing from you, and you're promoting the live stream as well. So please remember to help us with that too. Like, share to your community. Kindly share in your community if you can. If it's okay by you, we'll appreciate that. My son has taken my pen. Okay. One day I will change with all this rushing to do live stream when I come back. God will help me. Patricia Jake, you're welcome. Good afternoon. Where was I? Chi Nwa TV, welcome. They don't disturb me most times. Oh, that's great. So greeting going on here. And if you want Nightbot to drop your link, please you can type Gores and it will drop your link. I saw Patricia Jake. Is it me? So just a few minutes ago. Okay, yeah. You're welcome, Patricia Jake. Thank you for calling. I actually intend to check you out during the week, and I didn't remember until when I saw you now, but I'll definitely kind of put that down. Okay. And once I said that, then we can sort of continue. So today we want to talk about how one way or the other we might have experienced this thing that I'm talking about ash parenting. Some actually are doing it intentionally, but I believe that some of our parents then they didn't have a better idea. That was how they know how to do things best then. Why some they know, but they can't be bothered. They feel you have no choice. And when children grow up, you start disturbing them. Some children decide to give their parents space. And when they get to a platform and people will keep telling them, oh, your parents are still your parents, as long as they did not pay you. Some children as an adult, they still need therapy, but they can't really go out there to seek for help. So ash parenting in the house, in our house, how we grew up, the house where you're still growing in. Some parent doesn't even know how to stop it. They are complaining their parent did it to them, but at the same time, they are applying the same method to their children. And the world that we're in, these children of nowadays, they're asking questions, things that we were able to suck in. You were able to suck it in, you're able to overlook or just say, okay, they're your parents, you want to take respect them and all that. Some of these children right now, they will stand up to you, they will ask questions, and some of them will stamp their foot. Everything we keep saying is rude, is rude, is rude. Maybe the way they talk to us, the way they respond, the way they ask questions. Parents sort of also shut children off if they are trying to express themselves. Because when we're growing up, when an adult is talking and we're not allowed to look at your face because if you do that, you're rude. If you do that, it seems you're challenging them. If you do that, there's a lot of things you can't talk. If you're looking at them, you're not. It's not nice. If you're not looking at them, you're not concentrating. I think about 2 weeks ago, I did put something like that on my in our community, like parents are confusing us. And I'm sure the children of nowadays are asking questions because they want you to now in the world that we're in, when somebody's speaking to you, they need you to look into their eyes or to show more attention. But when we're growing up, when they're talking to us, we have to put our face down. If you're looking somewhere else, they say you're not concentrating, it's not good, you're rude. You can even they can give it to you, boom. You're not even looking at them, or if you look at them, you have to look at the floor. You start looking at the floor, kind of showing sign of respect, like you're bowing. If you want to say yes, you do this. There's a lot, and you know what? It pays us. But these children right now, there are some of them, it doesn't apply to them. To them, you're just stressing them. They feel it's too much. Why do you have to do this? Why do you have to do that? They feel some of them feel you're just being mean to them. So yeah, that's what I want us to discuss today. Ash parenting, knowingly or unknowingly, how have you been doing it? How have we seen some people doing this? Some people they're doing it intentionally, and also having a favorite child, and also allowing some male children it's certain chores in the house. Some parents believe that all the chores in the house has to be done by the female, by the girls. The boys doesn't have to do anything because they are, it's a man, it's a boy. Why some as well? Maybe their father doesn't allow the girl to do anything because maybe she's the only girl or she's the yo-yo in the house of the fairest one. Um, so many things, and other children are not finding it easy, and it causes children's rivalry in the house. These are my reason for bringing this on today. There's another one that I put on there, which is betrayal or business. Why did I bring that on? I hope I've finished putting the other one, talking about the other one. How should we be, how should this be treated in the society? Yeah, the right to take actions. Sometimes Some children want to take actions, but they don't have the right to because of culture. You can't do this to your parents. You can't do this to your this one. You can't do this to your this, and that thing is no is they are burying some of the things in them because they are not being allowed to express themselves well. So yeah, and betrayal of business. I don't. You will see the picture of Idu Kabri, Idris, and one of the two pack two P Square twin there. I know there's a lot going on between them now. Of recent, I really don't know the modes of the genesis. I just pray that they will find time to sit down and talk things amicably and sort things out if they want to go their different way, but they won't be bringing themselves on social media uh like the way they are doing right now. People are taking side in one way or the other. There are few of these things I do know as I was growing, knowing that some of how things were going on. But why I brought this was someone sent it to me, I think Wednesday or Thursday, about one of them made mention of like, let's say for example, if you have a business, let's say for example you're a fashion designer or tailored fashion designer, you don't know what I mean. And if a customer bring comes to you and bring their clothes that they need your service, and you give them a charge, you give them the service charge and all that, and they feel it's too much, maybe they try to negotiate and it's not working and you let them go. If they now come to me, and I'm also a fashion designer or um, tailor, whatever you call it, and I charge less, then you are angry that I am spoiling the business because I charge less. This is where the question comes in. For me to have charged less, do the service, and let the other person be okay. Have I done something wrong? Is it a business, or have I actually betrayed the other person who they took the service to initially? This has been going on between so many people, siblings, and all that. So when this was sent to me, it kind of made me relate to what is happening with Idris and Paul recently. If you see ads in the next, I set the ads to be for 12 minutes. I don't want it to come at 5 minutes or 6 minutes. I think it's too early. So I think I've set it to 12 minutes or 18 minutes, whichever one. So please do help me to watch it. I will not be rushing. So yeah. So what do you, and I actually make sure the ads should be coming at a different interval for individuals, so everyone don't just be on the be be facing the interview as interview watching the ad at the same time. So like I said, have I been fair to have attended to the client um with the price that is a bit cheaper than the other person? Does that mean that I've betrayed them, or I am just doing my normal use business? Am I also spoiling, or downgrading the business, the price that others should be charging? Am I the cause of it? Maybe it means others can't even hype their price up again because I've actually brought that down. Maybe the customer might be bringing other people, excuse me, might be bringing other people, and they wouldn't want to go to the or others, thinking or believing that price is what it should be. What are your thoughts on this that I have said so far? Have you been affected by how we grew up back then, how our parents treated us? Please do let me know if you can hear me properly and the music is not too loud. Okay, yeah. So sometimes it seems as if people are afraid to come to maybe hear their views once we start or bring a topic on. What are your views on how parenting are being done or handled in the house? And some parents are being asked to their children. Some parents, the way some children actually feel at a certain time that maybe their parents are not their biological parent because of the way they are being treated. Some he helped them later in the future, but that wasn't what they are meant to actually go through. Take for example, having a favorite child. Some you won't be allowed to do any. Some children will not. It is only one particular child or two of them that will be doing the house chores most of the time, while others already start feeling like I don't do anything. When they finish eating, they just leave everything thing on the table, or they won't wash plates. They know their other people will wash it. And if you're the firstborn, you just have faced some firstborns, first childs a lot, and a lot is expected from them. And I am going to tell you, I did apply that to my child, my children, my girls when they were a lot younger. It got to a stage, she keeps, sometimes when we're gisting of recent, she'll be saying, oh, when the brother is doing some certain things that she doesn't see me taking that action, she'll like, wow. When I was like, Mommy, you didn't, no, 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 I dare not try this. I dare not try that. So, my daughter is calling me, so please give me a minute. It could be a mixture of gentle and shouting parenting. Yeah. Greeting us. Hi, dear. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I've been here since the subscribe mode only did not allow me to comment. It was for 2 minutes. Okay, so greeting going on. So I was talking about, especially the first children. Sometimes, when the brother does something and they notice that I'm not taking the action I took during their own time, or I was being kind of a bit mouthy, and you're like, wow, I can't believe it. And I was like, people are growing, you know. But I'm not saying that I did mine in a very, very rational way, but I'm just using that as an example that the way we actually do put more energy on the first child, maybe the first two or the first child alone or the first girl. Some of them feel like it's too much. If their sibling did something, you'll be expecting them to be the one to do it like, "Oh, but you were here, why didn't you stop him?" But we should actually face that child that did that thing. And they might even be they are old enough to be scolded, but we'll face the first child. Or there's a particular child that is being expected to do the cleaning, the this one, the dishes, the da da da, the clothing, the ironing, the particular child will be the first one to wake up every morning or the school time. Some particular children will wake up, let's say an hour, 2 hours before others. And they feel why are others still allowed be why would others still be sleeping? Like you guys are not being fair. But some can't even confront their parents or whoever they are living with. So this is about maybe your parents exactly or your guardians, your sisters, and then they couldn't face that. They couldn't ask questions. They know that they know, but they don't have the effrontery. There was no relationship for someone to say, I want to ask you a question, auntie, or why are you treating me this way? Because they know it could be the end of their stay there. If that auntie is actually sponsoring them to school or that uncle, then what finish? So they are really, really treading carefully so that they don't step on toes. And a lot of children are complaining of recent now. It still happens in some homes. Some people complain their parents didn't treat them well. They were too harsh to them. They use bad words when they are angry. But when they grow up, they are doing the same thing to their children. Would I say unknowingly? They don't really know how to stop it. So there are some that will say, but you were complaining it was done to you by your parent, you don't like it. They will say, but I didn't buy. You know what I mean by pie? I didn't pass on. So, and I'm still strong. So they will understand. Not all of them will understand. We can't hear, you can't hear me. Was it when I muted myself because I got a phone call earlier? Can you still hear me right now? You cannot hear me. Let me know, please. Can you hear me? You see, yeah. For last bonds as well, um, it's a bit they don't face the same energy the first two or the first ones actually face. I'm going to say my son is a bit more, but I say is enjoying compared to their sisters because there are certain things they could do then, though with his own condition I could understand, but I wouldn't want it to look like it's because he's a boy. But there are certain things I knew if it was before I would have but I don't do that now. So sometimes I know age is adding to it because we're aging. There are some things that we don't do anymore or we just overlook. And we know even there are some comments some people will pass at you. If it was 5 years before, you will show the way you react is different from when you're given now time that you feel, what, I've passed that one, I've outgrown that one. I don't want to react to this kind of a thing. So that do happen. Yes, we can hear. Thank you. Thank you. So our view in a way between that. Can I still know if Angelic Warrior 37 is still here? Okay, thank you. Juliet, are you still here as well? So, excuse me. So, in a way, we do this thing, but some are just done too much. Taking some children, some parents have a favorite child. Nothing they do is wrong. If they've done wrong, they will would I say spank? The others are going to get punished for their favorite child doing something wrong. And yeah, and these things, it might sound funny, but it's affecting some children. Some children they grow up and they will say, I don't want to have anything to do with my parents or with my mom. My mom allows so thing. Some is just the chores alone. It's too much. Too much I expected from them, and they feel even at this age I shouldn't be doing this. Some with some parents, you shouldn't be living. Give some parents they leave their own responsibilities, the responsibility of their own children, of other siblings to their children. I don't know how to put this. Now the response to look after their own children, they leave all these things to maybe their first child or their second child. So those children begin to start parenting to start parenting their own siblings at the younger age, and they don't like it, and it's not fair. They could help sometimes, but some parents have left it like it's your duty. You wake up in the morning, get your brother up, wake your brother, bathe your brother or your sister, just get him to school, check his book. We will say we're training them, but at the same time, some parents are leaving their own responsibilities. They shifted it to their own, to other children, to maybe a child or two. And that one is too much for them as at that age. They don't have enough time to settle, to also concentrate on their own, maybe academic. They have a lot going on. And in such things, of course, here they call it ABUSE. If they speak up, we know some parents, because they have to go to work, they leave home, they leave the children to do everything. They do it here too, because they are doing one or two jobs, three jobs. They leave all these responsibilities for the other children to face. The way my parents raised me was more gentle, yeah. And there are some things that you would do that they will just overlook. Like, don't do that again next time, okay? The way they're going to tell you. And I do it to my dad. Like, if you try that again, it's going to get in trouble, okay? Stop it. Okay. But my first two ones, especially my first child, she'll say, eh, is that all? Oh, is that all you're going to say? Like, I cannot. Yeah. Billionaire mindset, you're welcome. How are you doing? Happy weekend to you. Together, that's a lot for the other children. It's a lot, yeah, a lot for other children. And some of them, as they grow, they don't want to have anything to do with their parents. Some take it really personal. They feel for you to have a favorite child, then you do not need me, like you regret having me. Some parents actually even show even their utterances on their children. Is they've wounded their heart. So, and let's go to gender issue. Some parents, they feel that all the house chores in anything that has to do with the house, cleaning, anything that a boy cannot do anything. When they are cooking, he will not help them. He will not come to the kitchen. I've even heard, at least I know this one. I know some houses they will say boys don't come to the kitchen. Mhm. When he finish eating, he drop his plate or he leave it, they'll pack it up, they'll wash the plate, they will arrange the plate, they will do everything. You will not wash clothes, you will not dust, you will not do anything. So when is the boy going to be a man? These are the kind of men that there are some men that you will see on social media now when they're at a platform where people are expressing what they want in a woman. They will say, "Oh, she must know how to cook. She must know how to clean the house. She must know." That's their target because that's how they were brought up. They feel a woman has to be the one to do all these things. Meanwhile, not knowing that to me, it's not a gender uh, chores. It's I don't know, maybe I don't know what month I even put that about chores in the house. I'm good, thank you for asking. How are you? Also, I'm blessed, thank you as well. Thanks for asking. Yeah, so as I was saying, for the boys, some believe that they don't do anything. They are the head of the family. They are the this one, especially if their dad is not at home. And some, even if the husband is at home, if their dad is at home, they sit next to their dad to watch TV. They don't do anything in the house. They feel it's a normal thing that they shouldn't they shouldn't go to the kitchen. It's not meant for, if they feel the kitchen is not meant for them, they shouldn't be seen there, except maybe they need to grab water or something or grab a plate. But when it comes to cooking, arranging things, folding clothes, ironing and all that, they feel it's a woman thing because that is how their mom or their dad. Can I also let you know that there are some people that there are some women that would love to train their boys well, but their husband did not agree, did not allow it. This one, I know that very well. I know some houses that no, 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 no. The man would not allow his son, to do something. He would say, no, 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 don't. Meanwhile, But it's the same mom that give birth to both the boy and the girls. The father would not allow it. He said no, it's not a man thing. There's this language my son have been saying since last year now. He will say, it's not my responsibility. Sometimes I'll tell him to go and do something. They say, it's not my responsibility. I say, that's from school. Hi, Goga, how are you doing? Welcome. Um, he will say it's not my responsibility. It's not my distance. I will say, no, 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 no. That's not allowed. Because if you allow such things, they will keep believing in it and wouldn't want to do anything in the house. Great topic, thank you. I think I've read this one. The problem is having favorites among your children. That's what another problem have. Yeah, some parents pick a particular one, maybe because a child, as at that time, is academically inclined. They feel okay. Some parents choose their favorite child based on the fact that the child is brilliant, not knowing that a child that you think does is not brilliant could have some one or two medical issue they couldn't help. Some is just their time. See, when I was in primary school, there are some children that, well, my God, they are blessed, genius. And when we got to secondary school, some of them were tuning down. We were racing together, getting to form four and all that. Then there's some that you feel they will be and I keep saying that you think they will be the president of this world. How smart they are, how they are quite really, really good. Getting to hear about them a few years ago, maybe on Facebook or wherever, I'm surprised at what I think they are doing or what they have become. And will be asking myself the question, what happened? Life life issue happens to some people. So then the one that you feel, the one that when we're having tests, they will be doubling what you're writing like this. If you write A and you cancel it, they will write the A and cancel it. They will, it's not their fault. Most of them is not their fault. But some of them they really picked up and they're doing well. They're doing much, much, much better now. Like things has changed. Hi, Goga, how are you? Hope you are doing well. Gore, this looks nice. Thank you. Which one of them? Let me know what you meant. Thank you for coming. Please remember to check your inbox. I did send another picture to confirm what you wanted so that I can change that picture. Thank you, Goga. Billionaire. Hey, okay. Okay, greeting going on. Okay, thanks for letting me know you're still here, Juliet. I know you might be busy. Not allowing a male child to do house chores affect them later, and even in the marriage, there are children that believe is the duty of a woman. Yeah, and we still have some platform where this thing are still being preached. See, I've been to a platform today, and they're talking about how the platform that you go to. Sometimes if you're seen there and you're contributing there, they believe you're also promoting that thing. And yeah, and I just say the way you behave outside is the stamp of your family as well. Someone could see you next time, and that's what they will remember about you. Just about branding anyway. So so in some platform they're still saying it that the cooking is meant for women, the iron is meant for the woman, as long as the man is providing. Oh God, is their belief. But is it something I want to look out for if I want to marry? Then no. Or what would I advise my children if they can see for themselves? So would I be advising them that a man shouldn't go to the kitchen? It's not meant for no. But some still believe that's how it is. Some you can't judge. Don't judge the way they reason by their look. I'm quite surprised when I hear some people just the way they utter that out, like I'm like, really? I'm just like, if I'm asked to chip in my own word, I'll say me, I don't like that too. I don't believe in that. Okay, let's grow together. Okay, watching your video. Okay. So she's connecting at so some believe boys shouldn't do some chores. They over pamper them. They feel they need to be worshipped. That also sink into some ladies. Some also it affect them. Some affect them. They feel where they are right now. It was they could have gone much better. They could have been better than how they are right now. It was because of their parents' input. Why some will say when you were now independent, why can't you better your life? It doesn't work for everyone the same way. But yes, if you have the opportunity to improve yourself, to do better, please do that so that you don't keep blaming what your parents have done. If you keep looking at that, you wouldn't want to move on. But for you to have a sweet history to tell, it would be nice when you've actually helped yourself more, and you can include that in your when you're narrating your story, in your narrative that when you go independent, this were where you were able to do to add value to yourself. So some parents are quite really harsh in the house. Seriously, they are really harsh. The way they speak, the way they react. Now look at if they have a child, maybe their sister's child living with them. They turn them to like as if they are the house girls, their house, their housemaids. Some people will even tell you that the way their parents treated them, they even feel housemates are quite better than them. That it was too much. The way some parents curse, any single thing bow, bow, and or some don't use their hands, but what comes out from their mouth, the utterances are quite is very harsh. It's affect them. I know things that was said to me years back that sometimes whenever I hear that person's name, it comes to my it just I just remember what the person is telling me. You're going to how do I say that in English? It's like you're going to be a slave for your mate. But in Yoruba they say "Omashako bata fun." Like it's why would you like it's too much. It's too much. If initially when that was said, each time I get a new book, I wouldn't want to write my name on it. And I hope you guys can know when we get a new book, you have to write your name on it. Sometimes the way we write name when we're growing up, this place, we'll still write name there. We'll write names, or at the back of at the ad cover, you want to put your name. I wouldn't want to because I don't want my writing because I would love someone else to also use the book. I think maybe the cost will maybe that word where is going to kind of affect me. It takes a while for me to start like this is not going to happen. Some harsh words are being said to some children and it's affecting them. So you now imagine if those children are not doing well, they feel it is what is being said to them. I'll be discussing why just give me a minute, please. So some feels that it's the harsh word is what is disturbing them at the moment. What are being said to us or to our children. Some children really have they have the opportunity of speaking to maybe someone when you go to school out there. But when we're growing up, you can't see some don't even have who to talk to. If you talk to Auntie A self can still even hit you or telling them like shut up and this one, that one, they are training you know. So it stops some children from picking up. Yeah, just let me look at. I jotted some things down today. I actually wanted to. Um, and also discipline at home. Should it be gender wise? What kind of discipline can we give is really appropriate for a girl child or to a boy's child? If they've done something wrong, when we're disciplining them, giving them a punishment, discipline them, should we be mindful of the type of discipline we give them based on their gender, or since they're the same age or whatever, they should just face the same discipline? What are your thoughts on that as well? Discipline the male child and the female children and the female children, then the roles given to them as well. Role given to children. I keep saying it, the rules, there are some rules. Let me switch to boys and give some boys some credit here. Olufunke is here. I think she's Auntie Esi Wanuka. You're traveling.
No, I'm not traveling. Actually, our house is noisy, so I just came outside
Is that too tight? Okay.
to talk.
Your
Yes.
hair is giving, as they will say.
Thank you.
Hey, flaunt it.
Eka Soma, happy weekend.
Happy weekend to you. How is it doing?
Greetings to everyone. It's fine. It's fine. We're all doing fine. Greetings to everyone in the chat. Happy weekend to everyone. Yeah.
Happy weekend. You're welcome. So I was
Thank
asking
you.
some questions about how parenting when we're growing up,
Yeah.
how they did it their own way. Some of them will feel that's how they know how to do better. They don't know much, but even some of us still grow up. We complain though, but we're still doing it. And these children right now, they can ask questions. It's not like us that when they're talking and all that. And so I'm asking about chores as well. The roles given to a male child and girl child in the house. Why some girls child feel that as some people will say, you only end up in the kitchen. The boys are being
Yeah.
more pampered. They feel you can't go to school. You stop, let your brother go to school. You know all those things. It's not a lot.
Yes, now you end up in your husband's kitchen.
Yeah, some ladies now, if they hear your brother needs, they will say no. That time, Papa, they say they know my Papa don't send me go school, so I'm not helping you. It happens a lot, so I
Yeah.
feel it's affecting a lot of people, and some houses are having issues. I mean, when I say families are having issues, they are not helping themselves because of the way their parents treated them when they were growing up. They'll say, oh, because the boys were being pampered, they can't do anything, that they didn't go to school, they were asked to go and fetch water, they asked to go and do this, they had to walk, like those things that, yeah. And
Yeah.
so how come? So they don't believe in them. That's what most of the female feel like. Since you don't believe in me, you believe in your male child. So let the male child do everything. So you're welcome.
Yeah. So first of all, where I will start from is there's something I still don't understand in this parenting thing. Is it our mindset, or is it that this thing is really happening for real? I discovered something in my two older kids. I discovered that at this age, Emmanuel is older than Emanuela by 2 years. But when I give the two of them room to sweep, I discovered that Emanuela sweeps better than Emmanuel.
Yeah,
The girl sweeps better than Emmanuel. And it's not like I've been pampering the boy that, the boy, you should not be doing anything because you are a boy, you are a man. No, I've not been doing that. But I just discovered that Emanuela is good with sweeping and doing some things, some girly things, some things that we term girly things than Emmanuel. I don't know how, I don't know if that is true or it's just my mindset. But that's what I've discovered. But then it's not right to put all the house chores on the girl child alone. The ancient people, the ancestors, they did that, and it's not really some of the some of the irresponsible men, some of the irresponsible husbands that we have in this present age. They were those boys that the ancestors raised in such a way that, oh, you are the man. A man should always sit down and stretch his legs while the woman will, there's this funny clip I saw on Instagram one day. It was even a white, these people, they are white. I don't know, they might not be Americans or Europeans or anything, maybe Asian, some Asian people sha. So the husband just came. I don't know if you have seen it. The husband just came from work, and then the woman opened the door. He took off his clothes. He put him on his seat.
Yeah,
He
I
stretched
want
his
to.
leg.
Yeah,
He put it. I was like, is the husband? Is he okay? Is is he sick or something? He now brought water. After bringing water, he put towel inside inside water. He used it to clean his face. He removed his clothes. She was feeding him food, and someone posted it in one marriage platform that I am, that, oh, if only the women of these days can be doing this, marriage would be a better. If I say I should comment what I want to comment, that person that posted this was older, that is an older person than I am. So I just keep that video. I didn't comment anything. But someone commented, someone said, is he sick or something? If he's not sick, this is too much. She even brought out fan. Like, so those are the kind of mindset that our ancestors gave us as Africans. I don't know if it's the same thing with the white people. I don't know, but Africans, that is the mindset our ancestors gave us, and those are the kids that were raised back then are the men that are giving the women problems these days. That want the woman to do all the things in the house. They don't want to do anything, all in the name of, oh, I'm providing. My own job is to go out to provide. Who cannot provide? There's nobody that cannot provide now. It's because we have come into that. Women can also provide. It's because of the mindset that we have that. Yeah, it's because of the mindset that we have that the man should provide while the woman should be doing the house chores. The man can also do the house chores while the woman provide. They can even do both together. So that's one thing. It's the ancestors' mindset that is causing that one. But these days, I don't think any new generation parents should do that. Times have changed. Than people, than a parent of this age saying that, oh, it's only a girl child that should be cooking, that should be doing this and that. That is not supposed to be so these days. Another thing is, I could remember my parents and my sister, they told me something while I was growing up as well. When my mom gave birth to me, she was still at the university back then when she gave birth to me. So she would go to school on weekends. So it was my eldest sister. She won't go to school every Friday. She will follow my mom to school so that she can, carry me, she can hold me and everything. So they will switch. The three of them, they will switch. My own immediate sister was still very young then. So it was the first two that were older enough to carry me then. So once one of them will go this week, another person will go the following week. These days you can't do such. That's not good because the child will be out of school. Every Friday she has to travel with my mom to school so that she can hold me while my mom attends to a lecture in school. She did that for like a year. She won't go to school every Friday. So that's not really a good thing. But it happened then. Thank God it didn't affect her in academics and everything. But if such happens these days, even me, I'll frown at it. That why would you employ a nanny? Employ a nanny that will help you hold your child when you are in school. You don't have to keep your child out of school. And it's happening these days as well. Another thing that I see a lot in Nigeria, Nigeria, we have this part I'm doing is not favoring this weather. let me pack my ear. This heat is not for this kind of fashion that I'm doing. Yeah, it's not for this kind of weather. Although the rain started, it didn't have started, so it's been raining for like 2 days now. in my town. So the heat has gone down a little bit. So another thing I wanted to add is I see a lot of child labor in Nigeria these days, and is the poverty level and the things people are passing through. You see school children on a school day with their uniforms. They will work first in the morning. They have to sell
Mm-hmm.
some things in the morning.
Mm.
Some they have to sell in the morning before they go to school. They would have taken their bath, they would have put on their uniforms,
Yeah.
but they have to sell some morning. You understand? So I see them a lot, and it's really, really heartbreaking if I see such. And when they come back from school again,
Yes, it was fainting.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes, I can
when
hear
they
you.
come back again in the evening, they still have to sell. You know, there was this when I was teaching in a school back then, about 5 years ago, and during break time, I saw a child. She was just crying, and then we asked her, "What's wrong? Why are you crying?" It was a public school back then. So she now said, "Oh, they didn't bring food to school today." We now asked her why. She now said, "Oh, because the things they sold the previous day, they didn't sell very well. So their mom now said, since they didn't sell very well, they are not
That's
taking food
what.
to school today. Is that thing that is remaining that they didn't finish?
Yeah.
And is this thing, I don't know if you know this thing, this cheese wara that we made from soya beans. Empty varieties, we know it now. We call it wara soya. You know it. Can you hear me?
Wara, I know Wara. Isn't it? No, yeah. I love
Eh,
Wara.
that they will fry
That's
like this.
yeah.
So that's what they sell. So you know what the mom did? The mom gave them one to bring to school. One piece, one tiny piece like this. That they should bring it to school. That because they didn't finish their market the previous day, that's what they will be eating in school throughout that day. So she didn't give them money
Mm.
for food and anything. She didn't cook for them. She just gave them that one piece of that thing. A one small piece like this. So they brought it to school
Some
that day.
parents. Mm.
Can you imagine? Are they the ones that sent you to bring them to this life? So because they didn't sell their market the previous day, finish their market the previous day, you now want to punish the kids that they won't eat. Is that thing they didn't sell that they will bring to school to come and eat? So I think the poverty level in this country is also contributing to that. Then some parents, like you said, they've shifted all their own responsibilities to their older kids. They don't do
Yeah.
anything again. Oh yeah, go and wake up your sisters and your brothers. Oh yeah, go and cook. Go and wash their uniform. Go and do the assignment. Go and do that. That's not. It's not the best thing. It's not the best thing. But the ones for the Nigerian people, I think mostly the ones that make their children do like to sell things and all. The poverty level is really, really contributing to it. To be honest, in Nigeria, and I don't know about other developing African countries, but the one for Nigeria that I know, the poverty level and is really contributing to people making their children do a lot of things. If you go to construction sites, you see kids carrying cement, carrying concrete at control and construction sites, and it's really
Yeah.
disheartening. It's really not a nice thing. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know if people in advanced countries also do that. Like you make your children to take care of their younger ones, like being in total control. You don't even let these kids play. You don't want them to be kids. You don't let them enjoy their childhood.
Yeah.
You just make them an adult from childhood. That's not right. Then about doing I've thought about doing house chores as well. Boys and girls should be taught how to do house chores.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, they should be taught how to do house chores. And another thing I noticed is the way our parents brought us up, we are not doing that with our own kids right now. Yeah, some of the things that our parents did, we are not doing them. We are not doing them. Like this gender, all these things. Not sending a girl child to school because maybe she will end up in her husband's kitchen and all. I think that is not really, really in vogue again these days. Yeah, so let me pause for some moments now
and I'll still be here with you. I'll be keeping you company here. Are you there? Okay, EMC said it's just that the girl child always learn fast when it comes to house chores. They always, oh yeah, I think that's true. Because when I look at Manuela, my girl, what I see her do most is the things I do. Right now, what Manuela is doing in the house now, she's packing a diaper bag right now. She's packing a diaper bag for her doll. So I see her doing some things she saw me doing with our baby and everything. So I think that's why girl child, that's why they learn, they watch their parents a lot. Yeah, so let me pause a little bit.
Thank you. So yeah, the question about why what we
Yeah, wait.
notice
I dropped my phone. Oh.
sorry about that. So what we notice about that is the fact that the girls are picking up early than the
I can't
boys.
hear
I
you
think
properly.
okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear now.
Okay. So I do also notice it with some girls are quite they pick up early. Some also in class, not only the house chores. And then you also notice that I get to a stage where the girls seems to be more mature than the boys at even way they reason. Later the guys will catch up and kind of maybe beat them to it. Some children are like that, and a home where they don't have a female, maybe their mama boys, you find out that at least maybe one or two of the children are now doing what's the if they had a girl. Do you understand? They are quite matching up with the girls. The brain of the girls, like they said, I heard that it kind of pick up faster in certain things than the boys. And for the girls as well, they try to want to do what their parents replicate what their mom does. So they are very quick to it to pick up than the boys. Okay, thumbs down. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Chisom. Um, let me quickly. Hi, Sam. Please, guys, give me 1 minute. My son is here. Bye bye. Thank you. Okay. Sorry about that. So now my small husband. Yeah. So some pick up, they like what mommy is doing, and and when we're sending errand, they pick up. We call the girls more. If we self have to look at ourselves, we call the girls more. We expect more from them. Then we'll now be saying, "You two, you should be fast." We'll be saying that to the boys. Sometimes even when you send them something, the boys will be looking at the girl like you should be the one to do it because they feel that's what they see mommy doing. And I also heard that some of the girls see if they see you doing it, they feel so since they are a female like you, so they should pick up early that the boys doesn't they expect that what daddy is doing is what the boy should be doing. It's just they ask some questions, some children that question few years ago that I also watched, and the girls were saying because it's what my mommy does, so they feel it's what they should do, and the boys also feel that that's what daddy has been doing. They will even ask some, what would you want to become in future? Some will say they want to do what their dad does. You can imagine those that will say, "Oh, when I grow up, I want to beat my mom, my wife, because my daddy beats my wife." It is so they feel that's a man's would I say responsibility? It's part of a man's thing to do to just handle the female anyhow. So, and what we want to also do is that we want to train our boys not to give their wife a problem, not to be a liability. Because if you have if your husband doesn't know how to cook, he's not helping with any house chores, you're doing everything alone, or in the name of, because some ladies believe in as long as it's providing, I will do everything, and they'll break down. When they break down, they don't have, the guys doesn't know where this one is. A lady fell, it was ill for a while, and it got to a stage where, okay, the clothes that they came with, okay, the husband should go and bring some extra the clothes, and he was asking, saying, "Oh, if we can help to ask where is also thing," but he has no idea. So, some of them, they feel that's how it should be. It's difficult for them to, because if they're not being trained from the onset, they find it difficult to amend, to change, to blend into the new system. So some men, if they're, or would I say the young guys, if they're looking to get a partner, you must know how to cook. At least we know some that will say, if they meet a lady, the lady has to go to their mom to be with their mom for like 2 days or couple of days so that they can learn how their mom cook. Also, the mom can know if they know how to cook. So, like I said, we don't want to train our boys to be a liability in the house when they get married to another woman, because I wouldn't want the same as well. I wouldn't want the same as well to my daughter. So I also need to train my son to know how to do certain things so that when he gets married, he can be able to do things in the house and not leave everything alone for his wife. And it also helps to strengthen relationship. So I hope I've been able to answer that question a little bit. And what else did we talk about? Okay, giving roles that is being given to a boy child and a girl's child. Some parents also believe that going to the farm, then I don't mean now. I don't really know what happened now if they still do the farming a lot. That going to the farm is more of the ladies has to do it, do the carrying of the I don't know how to, those things that they put in their head and all that. There are some chores that is just being, I don't know if I should say it's the ladies that decide to put it on themselves, that is their own responsibilities, and the men has to uh, not do it. Like doing the palm wine, of course, everyone knows that majority of the time the men would do it. So if they see a female trying to do it, they're like, "Why do you want to do a man's job?" We know they have more strength than us, more muscle than the women. But in some houses, they don't consider that. They give everything to a certain set of maybe a child to do everything. Some children already start playing the adult life when they were supposed to be enjoying their childhood stage. Some parents are just being harsh, very, very harsh in terms of the way they talk, the way they handle, even when it comes to the children going to school or reading. When they ask them to bring something from school, they find it difficult to even communicate that to their own parents, because they know their parents will only face their favorite child. They want their favorite child to succeed. I watched a movie and the woman was they
Yeah,
were
okay. I forgot to talk about this having a favorite child or not. I
okay.
don't know. I don't understand how people do it. I still don't understand how people do it. How you get to like one of your children more than the others. I don't understand how they do it. And then you are the one that you gave birth to all of them, and then
Mhm.
you decided to like someone more than the other. Why? Why would you do that?
Some, if the child is not picking up early, if they're slow,
Yes, I know. I
yeah,
have a typical example of
it's
that.
just funny. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
know.
I have a typical example of that. This family, they have 4 children, and there's their second child she's not really sound.
Okay.
Um I don't want to say mentally, because it's not like she's mentally anything. It's just that when the mom was pregnant with twins. So one of the twins had died in the womb.
they didn't know on time. So they were identical twins. They shared the same blood. So the other one that had died was already infecting the second one. Before they realized, they did emergency delivery for them, and then when the baby came, that affected her a little bit. So she was not really sharp, but it's not like she didn't have any physical disability, but she's not really sound. You understand? She wasn't really sound. So I don't know. That's even the more reason why this family, why they should love this child, because she didn't make herself that way. It's because of the things that happened to her in the womb that made that to be a little bit dull. So academically, she was very, very, very behind. And she had two siblings, two junior siblings as well. So it got to a point, the parents, it was obvious that they didn't like this girl. And the more we even see it at some point, this child was so frustrated that at times when you have the feeling that when you know that people don't like you, you even start seeing that everything is not working out.
Yeah.
You feel like, oh, they don't like you, so things are not even working out for you. You don't get tired of everything and all. So this girl came to that point when she even says that, oh, they don't even want me in the family. So what am I doing in this life anyways? So that kind of thought has been, coming to her mind. And even up to date, she's married now. The girl is married now, and she's trying. She's improving by the day. She got married. She couldn't further academically. She couldn't develop herself academically because she couldn't cope academically. But till date, her parents are still like favoring the younger ones over her. Even though she's not the firstborn, but they just like sidetracked her. They just put her on one side and they focus on the other three.
Yeah, I understand.
That thing used to be very painful when I see them when we're growing up back then, the way they treated her and everything. But I know she's also growing up now. She will understand better. She won't put it to heart more like she did when she was too young. But I don't understand. I still don't understand how, because I had different experiences with my kids. The three of them, I had separate, like different experiences with the three of them. So there is no way I will love one, I will choose one over another. Because I can't just get over the different experiences I've had with each of them. Like I love them. I love them for all the experiences I've had with them. So I can't say, oh, this one is the one I love. One I love you 70% or 80. No, I don't understand how. Maybe since Chizon can explain to us how that is possible.
Hello.
Good afternoon from Nigeria.
Good afternoon, Funke. Good afternoon, host. How are y'all doing?
Good afternoon. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Wow. So this topic is really one that I am guilty of. But don't judge me. I'm gonna explain better. So growing up, I had a boy first, and then my second a girl, and raising them all through from first one. I used to have house help, paid one. So even though I had house help, I never stopped raising my girl child. However, the first one that is a boy, I was also raising him, but I don't know if it's just him. Boy, somehow slow in picking up with house chores. So it has been the girl all the way, and then she will always be asking, the mom, we have this person we are paying. I say, but remember, you need to learn all those things. Now that she's one, she will always be telling the younger ones that I used her as a house help.
Yeah.
I was paying the people that comes and goes that I wasn't paying her, because she shares duties with the paid house help. And really put it to her that she still remembered everything to do. But on the contrary, she will be telling the younger ones that I had it the hard way. and I never regret it. I used to hear her tell them. But in my presence, she will always be like, Mom, you use me as a house help. I said, but today, are you not enjoying? So,
Mm.
washing plates, they used to have sons then because I had just them then. The boy, today it will be his turn to wash plates. He might be here till 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. washing plates. As if we are cooking restaurant. He's so much washing plates. This boy, not only washing to sweep, he would not. That the girl, the day it will be her turn, before 8, all the plates are all washed, and then the day it will be the turn of the house, that one now, already, it's a short deal. My house help sometime told me, once I enter the room, I'm done. And I accepted it. I don't expect to call her back once she enter her room. So we kept living like that until one day this girl she's not supposed to wash the plate, I mean my daughter. But my son was the one to wash the plate and he was there. Around 11 was dozing and washed the plate. I came out to see that my daughter has also gone to bed. Could you believe that I called her out and slapped her? Sorry, you people should not judge me. Why did you leave your brother there? Why did you enter the room without waiting for him to finish?
We're all learning.
It's not, it was not her turn. But I always encourage her to stand beside him and
Please, I'm
encourage him.
sorry, hold on. I hope I didn't just remove you by mistake. Olufunke, please, if I did, please, it was a mistake. I'm just trying to make us into 3 slots.
Oh, no problem.
Carry on,
Okay.
please.
Stay with me.
Please.
So I beat her up, telling her that she is not supposed to enter the room, that she's supposed to wait for the boy. It was later that I realized that really I'm not supposed to beat her because it was not her turn. But I kept telling her, please encourage him to. And sometimes you will hear some men say it is not the work of the boys to do the dishes. But they know how to use those dishes to eat and
Mm.
then wash them anyhow. I know a family that has 5 boys, ladies a content creator. All the children, they all know how to cook. She is the only woman in the house. The
Mm.
husband so well, the 5 boys, the 4 of them are already cooking, except the little one that is about 7 years. So raising a boy child to also know house chores is very important. But it never worked for me. My son, even at 23 now, he hated washing plates. Then we gave him that job. He was until 18, 19. It was a bigger fight. So
Yeah.
this guy living by himself now. I wonder who's gonna be washing his plate. So it is what it is. We are always interested in girl child to know things more, and they know how to do things easy. Like house chores is never a problem to them. I said most ladies. I don't want to, most girl child. I don't want to like generalize. The ones I've seen, they don't have issues with house chores. But the boys, I just don't get. And my daughter, the big one, always said that we are now so lenient with the other two that came after them. It's not being lenient. I keep explaining that one, we moved into an environment that you're not more gonna be doing that bars mode like every small you've given them a backhand slap. Can I wait?
Thank you. Um, yeah, Musisi Ray. So thank you, Musisi, for sending people here. I do appreciate that. Belinda, welcome. Elena Koya, you're welcome. Thank you. Official and Kenya, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. Joy Kenya, you're welcome. Priscilla, you're welcome again. You're welcome as well. Thank you for coming. And Ifechis and no, Ifechis family, you're welcome. Afro, brother Ben, you're welcome. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you. Okay, you can carry on.
Moses Trade. Welcome home, everybody. Another home in the
Yeah, what you said I understand because it happened to me sort of like I said, the especially my first one their own time. They were not react on when he does something that they will just no, don't do that. I say, eh, is that what you're going to say? I'm like, we're growing. It's not, I'll have to give one thing or the other, excuse or the other to just make them feel it wasn't done with an intention. I'm just also trying to also train them to, to be better at things, to know how to do things. But sometimes when she's raging or maybe she's angry in the house that she's doing things alone, maybe the second one hasn't joined or hasn't done up to her stage, what she has done, she'll say, oh, if it wasn't the way mommy brought us up, do you think I would know how to do this thing? The same thing you're saying that your daughter said. So with
Hmm.
the boys, I think they just kind of feel relaxed. I don't know. But when they get to their home, now that he has his own, he will do those things himself. It might not be as to the state of what you expected or how you would have loved it to be. Do you understand? But they will be fine with they will be fine. And
I
if they
used
meet
to,
someone, they'll be looking out for
I used to
similar.
hear my daughter telling the younger ones, at 7, I'm already carrying a bag of rice. And really, this girl, around 7 years old, 8 years old, if we buy a bag of rice and we are living in the first floor, because over here they call it second floor. So first floor, 1 story building. She will carry this rice, take it upstairs. But the younger ones now, oh, to carry a bucket of water, eh?
Mm.
It will be as if it's a big deal. So
They will
raising
just
them, they have, it's not really hard. You can see it as punishment. We were like raising them the way we were raised, and now we are like more lenient to the younger generation, the younger ones, because of environment that we found ourselves now, where you cannot be giving those backhand slap and then you shout. And you will overhear my big daughter saying, "Ah, if it was then in Lagos, oh, mom would have brought out her sofa. Mom, what happened to you? You and that. What really happened? Like, is it old age?" But it's not.
mm,
Not. We are beginning to understand better. We are beginning, come to realize that it is not more in the shouting. It is not more in the beating. We are beginning to communicate better. And she feel like, "Yes, I had it hard way." I said that came out well with you.
yeah, but some don't take it lightly still. Some still don't take it like some they knew that okay, yeah, you meant well, but the fact that what they faced when they were growing up is not pleasing to them. Sometimes I remember years ago when my daughter would tell me and she'll be shedding tears. And me, I'm very quick to tears. So when she's saying I'll be crying as well. Imagine we'll not be saying sorry, I'm sorry, I don't mean it that way. But it has gotten to a stage where I think she's mature enough. She's understood that it comes from a place of love. I want her to be to know how to do things better. I don't want her to like the way we were brought up. But I didn't do mine to the extent to maybe how it was being given, it was being done to me. Mine was a bit mild, but because maybe they were born here, I don't know. Maybe what they're expecting here, they feel it shouldn't be like that, so they will now start telling you. But it's not. This is not Nigeria. They will be reminded it's not Nigeria. If you say, oh, if you see why, so what? When I was growing up, I used to they will say, but this is not Nigeria. She even told me one day that she almost wanted to tell her teacher. Included. Yeah, that mommy, you asked me to do something. But now that they understand that okay, it helps her to be more hardworking and she can do things alone. When they were now going to school, I wasn't too worried about maybe they can cook things for themselves and all that. But there are some people that they are going to uni. The parents are worrying. Some will ask me, "Oh, hey, how are you coping with social thing?" You didn't teach them, but some will catch up when they get to school. Though, if they don't catch up at home, when they get to uni, they catch up.
Exactly. I pray that they will not keep taking it personal. They will not keep,
Yeah.
doing it to be that they were hated then. I kept explaining to her that now you've made it, you are matured, you will understand better. And our boy, it is better you learn how to do this because you don't even know the wife you're about to marry. Is it not gonna be good for you to know how to do all these things so that in case you're the one that don't know how to do it, you won't go hungry. You can just fix yourself meal and eat. And how about if your wife puts you to bed? Um, I know it's not bad for you to prepare a hot pepper soup for your wife. It would be nice if you know how to do all this so that you can take food to her in the hospital. Sometimes you can even, get her breakfast at bed. Is it bad if you do it once in a while? So,
Yeah.
boys, please, we will also add more strength in trying to get them better. Even though it don't work for my own boy. And my husband sometimes, confessed that he was that child that hated house chores. That instead of washing plates when he was growing up, he will prefer not to. He will climb on top of mango tree and be eating food until the father comes back. Guess what? When the father comes back, instead of scolding him that you did not listen to your mom, the father will call him, be blessed, come and sit here and eat with me. I said, so
Mm,
this boy took after you, right? You hated house
mm.
chores. You hated house chores, so probably that was where he got it from. He will prefer not to eat also if you want to put food and work side by side. Children now
Yeah,
are
there's another thing I wanted to. I was just thinking about something else. In some cases, it's not even about gender bias or something. There are even some parents that, even if they are all girls or they are all boys, they tend to like pamper one
Yeah,
of
they have
them
their favorite child. Yeah.
over the others. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was not good at
because
all.
in my own case as well, I have to be the last born. There are some things that, if not for the kind of person I want to be, like I like the Yoruba people will say, "Mo tun ara mi bi." They gave
Yeah,
birth to me.
you through
I had to
yourself.
rebirth myself. Yeah, if not for that, there are a lot of things I will not be able to do. There are a lot of things I will not be able to cook. I will not be able to do anything because growing up, I don't do anything in the house. We are all girls. I don't do anything. It's my sisters that will be doing all the things, cooking, doing house chores, fetching water, and everything. And then we had a lot of people living with us as well. So I don't get to do anything in the house. I'm the lazy one in the house. I just wake up, I eat, I use whatever is available, and I just play. The only thing I remember doing as a child was playing. I would
Mm.
play from morning till night, nothing, no house chores. When they
That's the
eventually gave me one portion to be sweeping, if I sweep for 30 seconds like this,
You're
I'll
tired.
I will faint.
Are you the
I
last
will-
baby in the house? Are you the last baby?
yes, yes, I'm the last kid, yes. So there are some people that tend to pamper their last child as well, and it's not really nice. So if not because I had to um sell, there's some things I learned on my own about cooking and doing house chores. It would have been a very big issue because although we've seen it in some movies, and I know it can also happen in real life, when someone will get married and she will not know how to cook anything.
Okay.
Like, she'll be going back to her mom to bring soup to her
Yeah.
husband's house. Some cases are
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So if care is not taken, if a child is pampered too much, they grow up to become like they won't be able to survive on their own. And it's still affecting me. It affected me up to some point. I still live very close to my parents. And any given opportunity like this, I've gone to their house. It's even of recent, like since October, I've stopped sleeping in their house because my husband doesn't work in the same town where we live. So I have the freedom of sleeping anywhere I want to sleep. Like, if I want to sleep in my parents' house or in our own house. So I find myself sleeping in their house more than I sleep in our own house because my husband is not
Mm.
always around. But of recent, since like September last year, I've stopped sleeping in my parents' house, and it's a huge milestone. You know, my dad will still call me. Are you sure you are okay? Ah, you can come if you want to come. Oh, you can come to our house if you want to come. They'll still be asking me, are you sure you'll be fine alone with the kids? You can come now. Or should I come and pick you? I'll be
Why
like,
you mad? You don't know that. You don't know.
I'll be like, I'm okay now, I'm fine. I said, I want to grow up. That was what I said. I said, I want to grow up. I want to stop
Oh,
sleeping in your house. And he said, okay, that's fine. That's fine. So it took me a very long time for me to be able to stay without my husband at home or without staying in my parents' house. So that thing, I saw it as, oh, it's becoming a bondage. Every Sunday like this, where my husband is going back to work, I'll be packing bag like
until
I'm
you're
traveling
packing your own
somewhere.
bag.
I'll be packing my bag. Once he goes out like this, we are off to my parents' house. Till when he comes back again. If he's staying for 2 weeks, we'll be there for 2 weeks. We'll just be going to our house to pick something if we need something. It's just like 10 minute drive actually. So I just made up my mind last year, September, that no, I won't be sleeping in these people's house again. Let me grow up. So if care is
Yeah.
not taken, pampering a child too much may lead them to not being independent when they
Yeah.
eventually start living alone. Yeah.
Thank you. Let me quickly acknowledge darling, welcome. Thank you for calling. He said, Musisi Raid. Thank you. Thanks for coming. I think I've mentioned every other people earlier. Thank you once again, Musisi. I appreciate that, Raid. Yeah. So, the way we sometimes this thing is not intentional, but some parents are they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. What about giving punishment in the house? When they offend or something like that, how do you dish out the punishment based on their gender, or you just let everyone face it, or what? Because some girls actually even pick up on that maybe it was too much for them. Do you think there should be a certain punishment that should be given to a child? When I mean punishment, discipline, when you want to discipline them when they've done something wrong, should there be should it be gender related, or it should be the same way?
For me, they had the same punishment. Um, it happens that the second child is as strong as a boy. So I never thought of um trying to reduce her own punishment. I had both of them, and they grew up together for a long time, like twins. But I never separated their punishment. If it is pick pin, everybody picks pin. If it's kneel down, hands up, you do that. Presently, are we doing all those? No more, because there's no money for it. I think the kids, the younger ones now, they are not getting into issues that will get them into punishment, or that we are already learning how to cope with children when they start putting up behaviors. So punishments are same for everybody from my own side.
Okay, can I ask you a question? You have a son, yeah? So do you also feel, or what are you being, as the girls, others, have they been talking about, making you feel like you kind of give him more, favor him, or would I say pamper him, or decide to overlook certain things because he's the only son? Do you feel the same? Meanwhile, you're not doing that intentionally, because whenever anyone sees someone with they have three girls and a son, they'll say they had to do another one because of the son. You actually had the son first. It's not like my second daughter and my son, they are 9 years plus apart. So how people will judge certain things. Do you also feel the same, even when they do something outside and you're saying, oh no, don't do that? They will feel like, oh, if you were the girls now, you would have don't do you face such as well?
For me, I hated hearing, oh, he's only son or he's an only child. It
Mm-hmm.
messes up everything. Because being an only child doesn't make sense. that only child can be a mess to the world at large if it's not trained. So it doesn't matter you are only son or only child of your parents, everybody needs to be treated equally. So for my son, came first. So he would have even been one that would take the mantle of leadership, mantle of a house church, mantle of raising the other ones. That he never wanted to do all those. Instead, he is being supported to do the dishes when it's his turn. So he receives punishment like every other person, and he never treated him like he only uh, I've seen families where they are all girls and all going out to work. Doesn't matter the boy or a girl.
Okay, let me
On that
ask a
note,
question.
sorry.
Okay.
On that note, me, I have a question so we can answer it together.
Okay.
Is it scientifically proven that a boy, or let me say a man or a male, is stronger than a female or a girl or a lady? Is there any science behind this?
Um, um, there's no sense behind it because some girls are even stronger. Some girls do stronger things.
Brother Ben, are you still here? You should be able to answer also. And
Eh,
Musisi.
they do the heavy lifting. Some girls do much more than the boys. So I think it is the how the person came out is the molding. I think it is
is the way
like I
more, yeah.
yeah like I said, my husband sometimes confessed that he never liked doing house chores. So our people used to say that a snake will not give birth to a goat, Abi, or goat will not give birth to a cat. So likely he took that personality from someone. It can be me, it can be him. So when he confessed that, oh, he never liked doing house chores, that was when I came to realize that, see, even if I force this boy, even if I now make him not to eat, at the end I will still ask him, okay, go and carry your food. No. And the day it will be his son, he might be standing in that kitchen and sleeping, eh? until 12. And the plate we are talking about is the plate that four people use. How many plates? How many pots are we talking about? Am I cooking restaurant? So it is just a personality, not scientifically proving any that boys should be stronger. Because in my opinion, I've seen that even girls can be stronger. This girl started carrying rice, bag of rice, Nigerian bag of rice, between the age of 7, 8, 9,
Now,
and upstairs. She will take it upstairs and it will not be anything. So she's very strong and she is still working out. And I told her, see, don't beat your husband though. Don't beat your husband though. Don't be a tomboy. So I don't think scientifically proved anywhere.
Yeah. So I think that answers all these things you're talking about now. For no reason should you say, oh, because you are a lady, because you are a girl, you cannot do certain things. It all depends on how you are being brought up. Like
the way they
some
have
ladies,
been,
yeah, some ladies were brought up with farm work. Like they go to the farm, they plant, they do a lot of farm work, and some were brought up only being in their house, playing games, and doing all the soft things in life. So that's just what makes the difference. The way you are brought up. It's not really that, oh, a boy is made to be stronger than a girl. So because me, so I used to look at myself that if there's something that used to amaze me, like the way I was also brought up. Not like we were not rich, but I just had siblings, older siblings, and a lot of people that live with my parents that do all the house chores for us, for me, basically. So when it came to a stage, even when I was pregnant with my first child, and my parents they're just looking at me like, hey, see, this girl will be able to this girl will be able to cope like this. And when I was going through labor, I was even looking at myself that so I can pass through this kind of thing. So that means there is nothing I can't do. if I want to, if I put my mind to it, if I train myself to do it, there's nothing nobody should say they cannot do if they train themselves to do it. So that answers the question of making a gender to be doing the hard chores while you are pampering one gender because she's a girl. She should not be doing a lot of hard work. Oh, because this one is a boy. They have all the strength in the world to be lifting mountains and everything. So it all depends on how a child is going to be. So that I think that answers my own query about it.
Chana, you're welcome. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming. I think she's the only one that just saw. I haven't said the little. But I do know that boys are more stronger than girls, than the ladies, or how do I say it? And it also depends also when the way you train the girls, because there are some houses they only have girls, and those girls behave like a man. Before I had my son, there was this auntie that I know. She's not close. She's not really my relative, but we kind of live in the same area. She had 5 girls. You see, our first 2 girls, tomboy, they beat boys. From school, there must be one fight or the other. They are breaking. I like what? And I said, are they sure they didn't? They are like boys. And it got to a stage I was worried if they're going to get married, if there's someone that they will find someone to want to marry them, because the first one wears clothes. She doesn't wear skirt or dress or all those things. She's not, it's, those baggy, what do they call it? Boys thing, wood, works anyhow. But one of them finally got married early, very early, and she's calm now. The other one, she's still doing a tomboy everywhere. So there are some girls, they will stand up with the man. They not don't you won't even think maybe this one gets what's it called, orange for chest. You understand? So some boys, I think usually boys are more stronger. It's just then the way you now bring up those children just matters. And some houses, I've got friends that they have boys. I call them mama boys. They don't have any girls, and they work. They do every outdoors. They cook. They do, this pando thing. Uh, Everything they cook. Egusi, all those soup. They do everything. My friends are the only queen in the house. So you see, because she had boys, so she trained them, and those boys they can do anything even a girl can do. So it also boiled down to how we train them. Sometimes because of the gender that you have, if you only have you're only placed with just one gender, you understand, you tend to train them to be able to do the outros well. But some they just relax. And to every parent who, in one way or the other, might be guilty of this, I've once been guilty of it a little bit, I would say, because I know what I go through, and I wouldn't want my children to go through. But at the same time, we can't. I wouldn't overlook some disciplines that I need to give, install in them, just because I don't want them to feel bad. When they were growing up, everything you were sending them on an errand, they feel, oh, it's bad. But as time goes on, they know how to do things. So we still have to do it anyway. I think Belinda was talking about if they don't train some children, if you don't train them, they'll become lazy. I think Priscilla and Belinda was saying they are even disrespectful. And yes, they can talk to anyone anyhow. It's not like when we're growing up that you tend to cop what you're saying. They just throw words. They just say it, and they say it as it is. Some parents also kind of embrace it. They will say, oh, they have freedom of speech, or they're just being open. So because some children are not being cultured. That's just to cap it up. They are not being cultured. In as much as we're in a civilized world, you're free to talk. You want them to be able to express themselves, not to the, but there are some things that they should be able to weigh out, to throw out there. Even you see some the way they will talk to an adult, you like, eh? Yeah. And I'll quickly remind myself, oh, I think it's because I'm from Nigeria. Because the way they will throw that word. Oh my God. Sister Uju, you're welcome. How are you doing? I said I was going to mention you towards the end of the stream. You're welcome once again. She lost her mom. Please, You guys can please pay her a visit on her page and send a condolence message to her. Hope you're strong. God will be with you and comfort your family in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Um, I think I've lost my chain of thought. So Belinda's Priscilla said, exactly, Belinda, I have seen such of a kid, very disrespectful. China Z twist. I hope you're feeling better. I remember you weren't feeling too great early. I think like 2 days ago. I hope you feel better right now. Please remember to give the video a thumb up. Say 90 million people in the house, as they used to say it. Please remember to give the video a thumb up. I am much better, sis. Thanks so much for your love you showed me yesterday. Oh, that's thank God. We're only doing our duties. Welcome once again, sis. Uju Talk Show. And Joy Kenya, thank you for still being here. There's no flight today. we had one boy, but trust me, he can cook everything because my mom will invite him in the kitchen just like us. That's it. Now, if I'm telling my son, make sure you wash your plate, because during at his age, I know what my girls were doing, my first two girls, what they could do. So when I'm telling him certain things to do, you feel, when I started then, the dad will be telling me, it's to this one, it's to that one. We will remind him, when I was trying to train the girls there, you keep saying they were too young for this, they were too young for that. But when they got to know how to do it, and people are praising them, you start feeling like, yeah, you're doing well. Sometimes men will also try to disturb that training you wanted to give to those children. They will tell you they are too young, or it's not their this thing, it's not their that one. Please do what you can do, because it will be, see, you will meet those things, and these children will remember this. They will remember certain things that you did to them, how you trained them, even if it was a little bit hard, but how useful they can find those training at right now. They will. Okay. All flights are ongoing maintenance issue. I'm your flight. I'm the one watching all your flights right now. Because the day I saw that, she's doing it, I say, hey, I look at her face very well. Me, motion, height, this one, speed, no. He said no for me. I have phobia for all those things. Darling said, hello, Gores. I feel the same way we discipline our kids. We should communicate with them. They are being punished so they can understand, correct, and pray they learn. Yeah. But you communicate this. Even sometimes I will tell my son, I'm not going to allow you to do so thing. Discipline doesn't really have to be you hitting them. Sometimes you restrict certain things and you give reason. It's what I said I was even going to say towards the end. Please, if you're giving any discipline, let's say punishments, give a reason why you're restricting them from doing so thing. Excuse me, so that they will learn. They know they've done something wrong. Maybe you've warned them, but this is the consequence. So that next time, if they will do it, they know what they might face. And it's not good for a child to actually be going through or be disciplined for something for no reason, or they don't have a reason for actually going through those things. So they feel maybe you're just maltreating them, even if it's not your child, especially when it's not your child. It's advisable you let them know, tell them the reason you're doing so thing, tell them the reason they are going through so thing, so that they can know. If you keep repeating it, it will sink in and they will understand. Else they feel, no, this woman is being wicked, or these parents are not being nice enough. Okay, I think I've read this one. Oh, okay, yeah. There's another point. Okay, I actually purposely put the betrayal or business into the the topic. we are meant to talk about how we should be treated, how this should be treated in the society, which I've said, if we're if a child does something wrong and you want to discipline them, let them know the reason why you're doing this thing. If you just say go to your room, you're grounded, you're not allowed to do so thing, let them know the reason. Because most of the children nowadays, they will ask question, why am I not allowed, why is this other person allowed, why this. Some will even tell you you're mean. I heard that before, and I'm wondering, this child can talk the way you're even talking to. Some are really quite vocal. So just make sure you explain to them, and to parents who are into this. Like I said earlier, some parents complain about their own parent being mean to them or not being nice to them, when they were being treated anyhow or being used, but they ended up doing the same thing to their own children. Some children are uttering, parents are uttering, what they utter to their children are quite, the words are quite harsh. They talk to their children anyhow, they use abusive words, you know, and these children pick it up. Some some is affecting them, and they might not even speak up. Some parents are bullying the children. Some of the children can pick it, they will see it. Why some children pick it up and they will go and act the same thing when they get to school to other children. So we should just be mindful of what we do in the presence of the children. And betrayal or no betrayal, I did give a scenario of, if you are a fashion designer or you have a business. I also have the same business, that we're into the same business. So let's say, for example, I'm a fashion designer and someone bring their clothes to me, and I give them my coat, and maybe they try to negotiate. We didn't reach an agreement and they decide to leave, and they now come to you and you gave them a cheaper coat. Have I betrayed you, or I'm just doing my business? This somebody sent this question to me, and it made me remember what's going on between Idri and one of the two P Square guy. That's why I put their picture there. I heard that they said Idris took a business deal that some people rejected because they gave them maybe a higher price, and those people went to Idris, and Idris collected the cheaper price, the amount to, and he did the business. So the thing is, has he betrayed them, or he's just doing his business? Where does betrayal come into business when with this type of scenario with people? Because I see that some people will say, if I give if I quote a price and you quote a cheaper price, that means you're not allowing our business to, to thrive. So let's say in the market as well, I'm sure most of us will know what markets are, and people, usually their prices are always almost the same, but some people know how to negotiate a lot. They can negotiate and negotiate until when they will say, okay, bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. So the other party will now be looking like me that said no to that person. You now decide to say, okay, bring it. Does that mean that, and but that person want to sell? Some people don't even have they have not sold anything in a day. I'm just thinking of the market people, but based on maybe a bigger business, should you be asked? Should the person who decide to take the cheaper price, as the person betray the business, or the person is just doing their business? What do you think about that? Why is this thing going back to? Under maintenance. I believe training kids when still young is a strong foundation to their future success in life. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Even those ones that we're frowning right now, they are really seeing the benefit of being trained early, at the early stage. Discipline with close of communication. Children pick fast. You can't even act funny in their presence. Yeah. Very, yeah. Yes, Belinda, communication is the key. Yeah. Explain to them what they've done wrong, why they have to face so thing. In fact, I would rather give them the warning. Don't do this. If you do that again, this is the consequence. Let them know. Then when they're facing if they do it again and you're now saying, okay, remember time you did thing, and we said we agreed, this thing worked with them because you're communicating with them. Sometimes when you're doing the communication, you remind them, you might even ask them the question that you remember the last time you did this, what did I say, what did we agree on? They will be repeating the same thing, so it shows that they're able to say those things back to you, and they have better understanding of it. So they would know that, okay, they deserve it. So when they are saying sorry, because some children just feel that when I say sorry, everything has to go. They don't mean it. So you let them know what the sorry is all about. Are you really sorry, or you just want to dish that thing off? I'm back. You're welcome. You're welcome, Goga, as they will call you. I can't remember the full global something. Is it global international? Can someone remind me of the Goga thing? Joy, we meet again. Yeah. So, like I was asking about the last Global Online Giant Association. Yeah, I know it's Global Online Giant Giant Association. Yeah. So Goga is here. You're welcome, Goga. So when do people, or when does betrayers come into that set of business? Is it that should it be an agreement that this is how what it should be sold? The people I put on the thumbnail, they are musicians. So I believe that if they call them for a show, they will give their price. And if people can't afford it, maybe they go to other people who are a bit much, maybe not up to their stage. And some people will give the price code based on how they feel your financially capable. If they're meant to do it for £2, they will call it £4, because I'm just using £2 and £4. I know it could be much. It could be like £3,000 and all that, but I'm just using that as an example. And someone else decides to take a cheaper price, and they go with the person. Feeling that, why would the other person take a cheaper price? It's like, okay, let's say for example myself and Goga. Let's say Goga now, he just have people rushing to his page, his platform, and then now somebody consults him for certain things, and they give a price, and that person now decides to come to me, and I take £15, and he was charging £50. And he feels, oh, why did already I'm calling my name, Gores, do that? So Gores is my name, by the way. So my Gores is anyway. So and start feeling that, but I feel there should be a communication, even if such happen, that you should try and talk to the person that we heard you did so thing. We feel you shouldn't do so thing because this is what we agreed on, or this is what we used to do. Because the person might not be there, there might not be an agreement. Maybe they just feel that, why did you accept what we've rejected? It means you're selling us out. That's what some people feel, how some people take this thing. They feel, if you accept what I've rejected, that means you're selling me out, that mine is too much. And you're actually selling people out. You're sending people away from me. You see, the other day I said, Auntie, you're sharp. You help me to write it out. Is well. Equals grace. I'm going to charge you. MC blessing again. Blessing everyone here. Please, what's your thought on the last topic of that without the last one that we have before we send people over? Chison has a premiere coming up soon. So in the next so this is 23 minutes. Chison, I hope you have your laptop ready so that you can also read when we come to your side as well. I have a meeting and I don't know if I'm gonna be late there. And just to also just to let us know that next weekend, please try and make it a date. I will be on here with Goga. Yeah, yoga with Goga, but we call him Goga. The finish online giants, Global Online Giants Association. Global Online. I think he said this. Yeah, I think. Let me look for it. What's this written? Uh, I can't find it again, but I think it's Online Giants, Global Online Giants Association. Alice here, how are you, Alice? How are you doing? Please, if you want Naibo to drop your house link, please type Gorex. It will drop your house link. Thank you. Just 5 minutes premiere. She said a premiere is 5 minutes. Yeah, it still needs to, it can still be redirect to another house once it's done. So that's why I'm asking if you have your laptop, or maybe I don't know if you can do it on your phone. Reasoning out the youth is our duty for the best to come up with great growth up in the society. Yeah. Welcome, Alice. We're rounding up gradually. Ifeanyiku, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. People on the road to 300,000 are also collecting receipts. White rough road. I seems to be lost there though, but 300,000. I don't know. You're welcome. Thank you for coming, Ifeanyiku. I said to Ifeanyiku that we'll be inviting him soon, but I haven't really put that on the diary though. I do still have in mind. It might just be April because my March is a bit full now. So I will be having yoga here on Saturday by God's grace. Please try and make it a date with us, and we want to discuss. We're trying to discuss our growth and improvements in the digital space. Come and hear your view. Come and express yourself. Come and hear from him as well. We're going to make it interactive. It's not going to be restrictive. What is different? It's going to be very interactive. So please make it a date next week, Saturday. Global Online Giant Association here. Global brand. My name to that brand though, Gorex. Everybody's name, brand. Just try to maintain it. And what people go by, especially people that just maybe creating their house, look at it that if you blow up tomorrow, would you still want to maintain the name? For me, I don't think I'm going to change my name because it has to do with my name. I actually combine my name to it. So, and yeah, so you want to maintain your brand and all that. King, I think he's greeting someone here. I hope I've not missed someone now that I've not greeted. Online giants, blessing, bro. Okay. It means people who are in 3K subscribers. three Ks. They are collecting receipts. Grace Kana, I'm glad I made it to you. Thank you. Maura, that's Anne. Google knows the group I am talking about. Okay, I'm not changing my name. Ooh, I'm not changing. I don't intend to change my name either. And there's no problem if you want to change your. If anyone wants to change their name, just make sure you think properly and you're choosing a good name, or maybe would I say a name that you know you want to use for a very long time. So I wanted to mention the other time to Olufunke, but I think she has actually come up before that. I didn't intend. I don't know if I actually kick her out from. I think I mistakenly press something. I am not changing my name. Yeah. I can just coming from my farmhouse to do good news, a new scripture and bad news. My power to is fault, but God is good. Oh, so sorry to hear that. You're really hardworking doing that thing. Sometimes I'll like, won't I get bored? But I understand that if something that you have passion for, you just keep going. Just keep. You're hardworking. I pray it to also pay of you to pay you in Jesus' name. Amen. God will strengthen you as well. Amen. Oh, sorry about that. Here too. Yeah. So, a little bit of recapping to what we've talked about today. I'm just also mindful of the time. I don't know, Chisom, is there any way you can move that forward? Today, I've done my 2 hours, so that I will not get 3 hours that people don't won't be able to really watch. Greetings, yeah. Let me check the thumbnail again. I hope I'm not missing anything out there. Today, I won't forget anything on the thumbnail. Yeah, toxic and aspirating. So, for people that have done it in the past, if you even have any upcoming one, your children are giving birth or they're also doing, if they're into parenting, we also have to kind of remind them of all this little mistake. And if we'd have done it, if you know you have done it to any of your children, try and have a word with them because some of them still have it here. They still have it there. If you don't give them a chance to speak, to to say what they are feeling, I think you guys will not resolve anything. So it's good to have a good relationship with your children. Let them be able to tell you what they felt when they were growing up. There are some that wasn't able to tell, I can't tell them what they did to me when I was growing up. But I've given my children the chance to be able to communicate with me so we can talk. And I can tell them I don't mean so thing this way. When I did this, this is what I meant. I didn't mean it that way. If you don't give them a chance to, some of them will, because like I said, some parents they shut their children up. So those children bottle things in. And they determine that when they grow up, they are not going to do so thing. There was a child that had, and even when I even had to speak to her, she said she's waiting to leave home, that she doesn't want to have anything to do with her mom. I can't speak to her mom that this is what your child said. I was talking to the child because I know what it would be like for the child to get to a certain stage that she's not, the mother just sees that she's not communicating anymore. She's far off, not knowing that the girl had a grudge since she was like 7, 8 years, looking at the way her parent has been treating her with others. Some children are, I don't know, they keep things. It's not all of them that will speak up. So give them a chance, be their friends. When you tell them your stories or certain things, you guys should discuss, you know, have interactive time with your children. Maybe when you guys are watching movie, try and also encourage you guys having to watch something that they will input their they will contribute to. So you can it might lead to you telling them certain story about yourself or certain people that you know. They will be able to see the way you reason things and judge things. They might speak up. Some will say, "Oh, isn't it you do the same thing?" They might say it in a rude way. Please, when they do that, don't attack them. Try to explain to them. It could sometimes the explanation alone will let them know that you don't mean it the way they took it, or you don't mean it the way it appeared. But if you give it to them like, "Oh, you're rude," some of them will just like, "Isn't it? I said it." She doesn't listen. She doesn't, give them a chance. Let them be able to communicate with you. If they say it in a rude way, you can let them know. Sometimes I would like, "Oh no, okay, now we've explained so the boy, do you know the way you approached that matter too was rude? I could have taken it this way, and maybe we wouldn't have been able to come to this point right now." So it sometimes takes us as a parent sometimes to lower down, be in the same level with them so they'll be able to relate back. And you correct that rudeness. Let them know that, okay, it wasn't said well. I get the point. Allow them discuss, point out what shouldn't have been done in case of next time. So they will see that you guys are relating well. Then apology comes in. And I want to say as well, as a parent, please try to apologize. There's some that it cost me. So see, I was like really cry for a while, ask God, please help me, please help me. Then get to a stage I will have to go, okay, knock on their room and say, okay, we need to talk. And so I will say, this is what I meant. And I'll start, I'll say, I'm sorry, and blah, blah. They'll say, okay, it's fine. I'll say, no, 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 no. It doesn't seem like it's really fine. You didn't really take that well. And we'll talk, then all, okay, we're friends now. We have to. Please be friends with your children. I'm not saying you should take rubbish, because there are some things they do that they still know. I will still no, 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 no. I don't like it. Or I will like give them their space. Then later we'll come and talk. But let's balance things well. That we know our parents have made some mistake, but we should also be able to correct certain things, not to follow the same thing. Because some children now, some of them can mean what they say. They are ready to kind of let you go, as in give you that space. Some children plan that if you grow old, they are not going to look after you. Excuse me. And it will get to a certain stage in your life where your children will take decision on you. The time you were taking decision about them, it's going to turn around. They will be the one taking the decision about you. I pray that time will not come too soon, because some people were sick, their children take the decision on their life. They just be nodding, So these are the things we have to remember at sometimes our end time. Some people's end time come so quickly. It comes so soon. It comes so soon than expected. Let me see just some this thing now so that I can set the redirection ready. Guys, please, we'll be visiting Chison. She has premiere, 5 minutes premiere, and it's just 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Um, I'm looking for my studio. Okay. Okay. Chison, I can't see you here. I cannot see you on the if I want to read here. You're not here. Guys, please bear with me because she needs someone to be, she needs us to, she will be needing us. I think we need to give her. Now, just change it to now, like 6 o'clock, like you said, but I can't find you. Please refresh. Uh, hmm, it's not here. Let me try and see if I can type it in. Chi. Son. 1625. It's not even coming up. Okay, so I can't find you, so we might have to take Uber to your place then, but I will redirect people to do the redirection somewhere. But others, if you can please, is Eva Ward back? I think she's back. Guys, who should we raid? Please, Jason has a premiere and it's a 5 minute premiere. If we can please visit our board because I can't end without reading. I don't even know if Goga is here because it goes. Would I say it goes around now to check for receipts? That's 5 minutes time. We can't even find you, so I will still wait till that time. Though 5 o'clock, I will be there. But I just need people to know. Please, this is like before leaving, please. Have I missed a chat? Gores, you are really loved in this community. People make shorts for you, but the couple make a whole life with Goga in the back of their mind and on their lip is the height of admiration. Thank you. Mid rolls. I set my mid rolls for 12, I think 12 or 18 minutes so that it's not too frequently. So thank you for would I say encountering it and helping me to watch. Where's the cable? Oh, I don't remember to plug this thing. Okay. Go next corner, you're right. Thank you. So thank you everyone that's been here. Thank you for the raid. Musisi, thank you for raiding me. I appreciate that. Thank you for everyone that have been around ever since the raid as well. People that have been here before the raid. I appreciate you, Chana. Thank you for coming. Ali, thank you. And Juliet was here as well. Thank you for coming. Official and Marwa Kenya, thank you for coming. She was on my last weekend. She was my guest here, and we had a fantastic time. She has two people. Ooh, I don't know who you're talking about. I checked with another device and I can see myself. You know what? Let me share the screen so that I can share screen so that I can do that fast. Share screen. Okay. Okay, can you see the screen right now so that we all so that maybe I'm the one. This one is Chioma. This is Fred. This is Chioma Eve. Can you guys see the screen before we? Who is that? Is it the person you want us to send the rate to? The premiere. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you, ma'am, for coming. I appreciate. Please refresh. Refreshed. I've actually refreshed, and I will show you again. This is refresh. It's taking me back here, and I will click redirection. You see add, redirect. This is me, the thing I have coming up, and here, this is what I can see. Let me see if you're coming up again. I can see upcoming. It's not showing me. Maybe your premiere has to already be on. Maybe it has to start. Maybe it should be ongoing. Maybe that's what it means. Upcoming. Let me see if I will see upcoming. Let me just type. Let me see the thumbnail we have on. Guys, please don't rush. Don't go yet. Please bear with me. Thank you. I have refreshed it. Yes, we can see that. Refresh the YouTube studio page itself. I did. If I close it, let me go to another YouTube studio. I have a new YouTube studio now, so I'll just change to that so you can see what I mean. Stop the screen here, share it again. So I'll pick another YouTube studio one that I just opened. I'll go to my live stream. This is the ongoing one. I'll go to my customization and down I go. Let me see, maybe you'll come up now. Okay, I've just seen you now, tilapia fish. So can we please redirect to can we please go to Chison House? And I think she has started. Maybe a premiere has to start before, I don't know. Let's quickly get to our place and yeah, thank you everyone for coming. I do appreciate you. Where Anne wants me to redirect to, I don't know the place. Then she did drop a link though. And sure, let's go. Let us go. And we might go from our place. Okay, no problem. Premiere started. Okay, we're joining you now. Thank you everyone, and I'll see you in my next one. Do take care. Bye-bye. Bye everyone. I'll join here with my other house. And for people that are going, just say go rest rate. She already knows anyway. Go rest rate, please. Thank you. Bye everyone. Bye.